So I have two questions for you guys. Going forward, who is better rest of the season, Dontrell Hilliard or D'Onta Foreman? And I'm going to come to Jay first. Jay, what do you think?
So you had to come to me first.
I am. So just to give you some context, Dontrell Hilliard, 12 carries, 131 yards, 1 touchdown. He did have a fumble. He had 1 catch.
Sexy.
It was
so
sexy. Beautiful.
And then Foreman, 19 carries, 109 yards, 1 catch, 3 yards, and also had a fumble. So both these guys had fumbles, but it didn't seem to really limit their playing time. Jay,
it's really close, but I'm going to lean Hilliard simply because he is likely to have more of the pass catching role. I think they're both going to have similar. Foreman's going to get probably some more carries, but Hilliard, even though he only had 2 targets in this game, we saw last game his role is the pass catching back. So with no other passing options outside of the Cody Hollister, Des Fitzpatrick, Mecole Pruitt, it's going to get ugly. They don't have many people to throw the ball to, so I slightly lean Hilliard.
I'm with Jay on this one. It is very, very close though. But even though we didn't see the receiving chops come in on this game, which is surprising given the final score, right? You would think that they would want to get the passing game going. Dontrell Hilliard has shown he can find success on the ground as well. And I'll take the receiving upside whenever there's some question marks. I mean, Jay said it. He got 10 targets in the last game, I believe. I know we didn't see that this game, but a player with that kind of receiving upside is the one I'm going to choose.
And JL?
I agree with both these guys. It's the receiving work that really does it for me. As long as Hilliard continues to get to the receiving work, he's going to be more game script proofed than D'Onta Foreman, and he's really going to fill in that role that we were all expecting Jeremy McNichols to fill.
Guys, I agree with you all completely. I'm very impressed by Hilliard. But the question comes down to, do you feel comfortable actually putting him in your starting lineup? They're on a bye next week, but do you think you can play Hilliard? We're saying that he's our preferred option. Do you feel comfortable putting into your lineup?
Absolutely. Last 2 weeks, right? He's got in week 11, he had 15.2 fantasy points, PPR fantasy points against Houston. This week, 17.3 fantasy points against New England. Absolutely. These are games that they're kind of like opposite ends of the spectrum here. Not opposite ends of the spectrum, but the Titans have been playing kind of weird games than what we'd expect given who they've beaten so far in the season. And Hilliard has been a major piece and fantasy relevant in both games. So it's absolutely, I'm comfortable with it.
Love it. Simon, do you agree? Is he a flex?
Yeah, he's a flex kind of player. Whenever I'm looking at that, you're comfortable, or maybe not comfortable, but you can start guys like Tony Pollard each week. Know what I mean? With some level of confidence. So I think you can start Dontrell Hilliard. It's not the safest option. You don't know what's going to happen with this backfield entirely, but this Titans team likes to run the ball, and he's one of the primary ball carriers for them. I think he's startable rest of the season.
And Jay, flexible?
Flexible, yes. I'm not comfortable. I'm okay with it. For lack of a better term. It's still, it's only 2 games and he's come out of nowhere. So comfort isn't there. But yeah, I think he's definitely a solid flex start.